Good morning, everybody. Once again, the stated goal is to try to finish this game today. I believe we have four missions left, but I don't remember the specifics on how long they are, so we're going to figure that out. I don't remember him seeing John invest like this before. A little bit of a mess in here. Yeah, I thought we had two. I thought we told about it as well. Hmm. Uncle don't look too happy about that either. I mean, getting the farm into actual working order to actually make its first profit's a difficult task, and Abigail, it doesn't seem like you're doing much towards that end. Yeah, we started right where the grass is dead. Yeah, so one he gave to Miss Linton, Mary Linton. And that's unfortunately where that thought has to end. We get paid if they have. Howdy, Moon. How are you? Glad you're doing well. I'm up a little earlier than usual too, but I did go to bed early. Rachel, I just got a pair for you. We just left the trail. That way, I assume. God willing, we'll finish today, Moon. We've only got 4 missions left, to my knowledge. Well, that guy's seen better days. Yes, yes, it is. Jesus. At least we learned it is an actual bear, not a serial killer like last time. There go my inner workings. I imagine not wanting to die was his main goal. Yeah, the animal attacks are pretty gnarly in this game. You're right, Moon. Was it really necessary to knock him out? They made a point that he was harmless. I can't believe it either. I unloaded like 15 shots of 7.65 Mauser in his face. Yeah, well, I can find my own bounties, Sadie. Why? Where is your partner? Oh, there he is. Maybe I'm not supposed to try to kill him. What an odd thing to bring up out of nowhere. I guess it's called competition, but of course I do. It's like the first bounty that hasn't woken up on the horse on the way to the sheriff's office. Alrighty-o. Hey, Jack. At least he does what he's told. No, I know you're not. That is true. Yeah, we sound like we're gonna have a whole barrel of laughs. John, this is the part where you ask him about his interests, and you try to show an interest in his interests. To be honest with the kid, I don't like fishing either, so This would be great. That's true. Just joking, man. It's your excuses in early. I like this kid. According to Arthur, he was. Yeah, you did. Yeah, we're just right by their base of operations. They'll never show up here. Rufus was there just a second ago. The thing that doesn't work. Wasn't planning on it. Oh boy. Things happen. They're gonna old yeller him. Fuck, I can't remember. Old Yeller didn't get bit by a snake, did he? Remember the end? Been a long time. I don't think the dog dies. I'm pretty sure the dog's in the next game. Unless it was an identical dog. Also, I hope that the lawnmowers outside aren't picking up. They love to mow their lawn, our lawn, at about 9 a.m. and until like 2 p.m. Somehow it takes all day. Hi, Rufus. Well, you go, boy. You go, boy. No, shit. Press the wrong button. Ruff, ruff. You go, boy. Look at you. Moment of repose. Yes, you can pet the dog. 10 out of 10 game. Me's better than you. Who else is gonna be the butt of all of our jokes? Oh yeah, it is. It's very nice. Wow, this kid's fucking strong. He's doing all the heavy lifting on top of the wagon. I hope eventually it has something on it that will make money. I don't think this is our original wagon. Blackwater is really not what you want your town to be named. It doesn't say anything good. Decent folk go out drinking. Ouch. Uncle Jack. Jack and Charles will eat Uncle. And that girl had quite the strut on her. I'm hilarious. It's like the game developers are writing their own lives. Open Prairie would fit best for us, but I really like the idea of Mount Vesuvius personally. Yes. Yeah, it's basically our house. Isn't that supposed to be your job? You're supposed to tell us to pose? Yeah, just go with the traditional one. Yeah, there we go. Oh, he came. Disgusting. It's always weird how characters like him, they whenever people come in, or rather whenever we as characters come in, they always are like doing something distracted and then they notice us. Not one person in a Rockstar game really seems to be that focused on making their business function. I have no idea. Popular film, there's nobody here. I mean, technically, it was real. It was a person drawing. Ooh. Yes. Who's sillier, the man or the woman who marries him? Yeah, you do see a lot of random boats on the shores in this game for no particular reason. Yes. Nice scene. Fortunately, it fits. Fortunately, you have the exact same hands as Mary Linton. The mechanics of kissing with a cowboy hat on seem challenging to me. I'd be willing to bet that they make your stats go up faster in the epilogue because they know you're only going to be playing as John for a little while. I don't think they honestly expect you to play as him for any longer than you have to. I've gotten the same kind of mood from everybody who's played this game that epilogue rush through it because I don't care. Okay. No, for Arthur. Storm is ruined. Little one, I think. Got it. Against Micah, yeah, he would. He wanted Micah dead more than anything. Hmm. Yeah, Charles has never been clear about his motivations for the entire game. South America isn't less mean. Go out way east, partner up with Lawrence of Arabia. You'd like him. Oh, he won't really be around for your purposes for another 12 years or so, so. Hey, they tried to stop him. They did a really good job mocapping his movements here. If he tried to kill you, why would you defend him? I actually thought she was gonna shoot the rope for a second there. Everyone Strawberry just assumes everything we said was the truth and just don't really give a shit. Opposed to them low mountains. There he is. I don't. Oh, nice shot on that last one, my guy. Also, nice job taking 2 fucking 8mm rounds to your torso. Shit. I can do this. I will do this. I don't think you can kill him. One of those was definitely a headshot. Charles, I really can't hear you. Oh. I thought they said get around him. Fucking kidding me. Finally says kill a sniper. John, why'd you go over the rock? They're not very clear about where they want you to go in this bit. I am down. I could hit him from back there. Oh, back to Charles. You better not be lying, Charles. Where'd they get so many men from? What means not big enough? Man, Micah went full Driscoll, eh? Okay. Both of them fell in front of her, and the dots were gone. I thought they were both dead. Apparently not. Ah, that's not good. Oh, don't take the knife out. Got one guy with a bullet in his right lung, the other girl with a knife wound in her gut. Well, I was hoping to do that in one run. Oh, I'm wearing Arthur's hat now. They really don't want my hat to stay on. I would really like it to stay on for this moment. I know that building down there. It's fitting that a rat's scurrying away from the building. Can't hit the broadside of a barn, Micah. Well, I tried to use Deadeye. It didn't really work. Apparently I do. Apparently I'm not quick enough. I can't tell if his hair is gray or frosted. Dutch, your hair's looking a little bit dirty. Yeah, they're both going gray. I just put it more down to stress than time because it's only been a couple years. Dutch is looking more like he does in the next game, but Mike isn't in the next game. Micah just seems way too young to be going gray. Join us? Where's that coming from? Why would that be the outcome? That's true. We are past the year 1900 at this point. Oh, how sweet of her. So it's weird how we always use these particular saddlebags for money. Surprised we kept on our winter clothes on the several day ride down to Texas. Yeah, don't mind me just bleeding out back here. There's a lot of important stuff back there. Intestines, liver. I think Sadie had every right to bleed out there. And that's Red Dead Redemption 2. Wow, what moon? Hello, Kylie. And Agent Ross is starting to look like he does in the next game. Still, though, it's only like 11 years between the two games. People go from being young men to quite old. I'm fine, Kylie. How are you? Just finished up this game. Hard living. Could be. I don't know. Agent Ross is just a member of the Pinkertons. It makes a little bit more sense for Dutch, but Dutch doesn't actually have that much gray on him in the next game. But Ross is all gray in the next game. And then, ironically, John doesn't have any gray in him. I don't know if they ever say what year it's supposed to be in the epilogue, but I'm pretty sure that Red Dead 1 is in 1911 and Red Dead 2 was in 1899. So, 12 years between them. And given how old Jack is, maybe it's like 3 years between the epilogue and the next game. So, yeah, Ross did some pretty extreme aging. I said this before, but I feel like if they make a Red Dead 3, it's gonna either be Jack, he either plays Jack, Sadie, or maybe Charles. But given that this whole point of the series is that time is marching ever onwards and the time of the outlaws is going away, uh there's not really much more for them to do, but I'm not a writer. Furthermore, it's almost like Charles and Sadie, well, at least Charles. Charles is like too peaceful to make a good Red Dead protagonist because he's not like ambiguously a bad guy if you like write him the right way. He's kind of just a good guy. Because every protagonist always gets what's coming to them by the end and dies. And I can't see that happening with Charles. You can kind of see it happening with Sadie, but since her story started with people killing her family, I'm not sure they would do it that way. Oh my god, she's still alive. Wonder what she's doing these days. I still never even knew what she did when she was in the camp. such. I can't even remember if her name's Mary or not. Konstantin Radchuk. That is one hell of a name. Rick Frankish. He's not entirely Frank. He's Frank-ish. Michael Kowalski. Kowalski's a badass last name. Eric Seaman. Hell yeah. Right beside Daniel Kiss. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful positioning right there. Chris Oat. Reading through credits and finding fun names is so much fun. It's amazing how many cool names there are out there. Yeah, that's Ross in the front. Ross is also gonna like shrink half a foot because he's a lot shorter than his partner in the next game. I'm pretty sure. Is that the railroad track we blew up? Ooh, Jim Jagger and Mark Tennant and Kirk Cummin, Ben Rackham, Simon Papp. Oh, if only it were Simon Plapp, that'd be even better. Raul Raput. That's a really cool name. Oh, she's alive. I wonder if I'm supposed to recognize that guy. Tilly. Tilly's her name. Who's next sitting in on this game? Oh, what's next, you think? Well, Murr is the only one who voted on the poll, so Resident Evil 4 Remake would be next on the chopping block. Hey, it's our boy. I'm glad you just started a little shout. Another guy that seems to have no reason to have been in our gang in the first place. So yeah, Resident Evil 4 is the next on the chopping block. I wasn't sure if I was going to start it today, and just like get to the first save point, or do some, or just like end early. Something I'd like to do at some point is do a reading of The Shadow over Innsmouth. I'm no professional audiobook guy or anything, but I thought it'd be fun. It is quite a good story. I like it a lot. Is that Trelawney? Oh no, it's them, the agents. But yeah, so we'll probably do RE4 remake next, and then I'll probably do Bioshock 1 or 2 after that, and then we'll go from there. What do you think about that, Moon? About an audio reading? That might be fun. If I did it like, who was that? I couldn't tell who that was. But if I did a good enough, had enough practice with it, I'd like to do like an official recording of it at some point and post it on YouTube. If I could finally convince my mother to listen to it. The story, the audio readings I've listened to are about 2.5 hours long. Shadow over Innsmouth is one of H.P. Lovecraft's longest stories. It's not his longest, but it is one of the longest ones, and it's about 2.5 hours long. There's plenty of shorter ones to do too. Rat in the Walls is really good and it's shorter. Rat in the Walls is only like 30 minutes. There is the horror at the Dunwich Horror. That's only about an hour-ish long, and that's a really good one too. Mountains of Madness is the longest one I know of from him, and it's about 6.5 hours. So that is my brother's favorite. I don't know how, but that is his favorite. But no, on stream would probably be the thing I'd cut into like two separate parts, like do part of it one day, because the story is already split into not chapters per se, but like 5 sections. So I could do a couple, like 1 or 2 sections one day, and then the other 3 another day. Or if you were asking how long Red Dead, or not Red Dead, how long Resident Evil is, Resident Evil remakes about 6 hours, depending on how much side stuff you do. Yeah, an hour of talking straight's a lot. Yeah. Well, I like to talk. There's just with Red Dead, there wasn't a whole lot for me to say. I tried to say everything I could think of. Yeah, if people don't really want it, that's fine. I'd understand, but it is something I would like to do at some point. Rod Edge. Ooh, that is quite the name. Like producer Dick Wolf on SVU. I'm not familiar. Who is that? Dick Wolf sounds familiar, but frankly, it just sounds like a comedy name I may have heard from elsewhere. Oh, that's Mary Linton. Sorry, I thought that was Abigail at first. Angus Wong, Ian McFarland. Kevin Beck. Stupid Kevin. Let's see. Let's Google who's Dick Wolf. Dick Wolf. He produced Law and Order, FBI, Chicago PD, Chicago MED, Chicago Justice, and a different Law and Order thing. Every credit sequence at the end of an episode of SU starts with producer Dick Wolf. Oh, okay. I have to leave soon, but I can pull Mira in for a Resident Evil stream later in the week. Yeah, for sure. And it'll be on YouTube in the end anyway. I should be streaming on Wednesday. Don't see any reason why I wouldn't be able to. Another thing I want to do, and Mura was into this idea, is obviously I haven't given lectures on all of the guns in the game yet. So I thought what I might do is actually collect some notes and then gather up all the guns in the game because they should all be unlocked now, and just do one long lecture and then just post that on YouTube. Wednesday will be in the woods. Right. Well, Mura knows when I stream. And again, it'll all be on YouTube. Just going on a long camping trip, Moon. Short camping trip, but I'm really excited. Hey, it doesn't have to be long for you to be excited. I'm glad you like this time of year. I hate this fucking time of year. Where are you going to? If you don't mind my asking. Jurgen Mole. Rob Duncan. Is that a command or? Yeah, flexing all the bitches with allergies. Yeah. It's not just the allergies, but that is definitely a big part of it. As you probably gathered, I'm not really a big nature guy to begin with, and I hate summer. It's so hot. Potato Creek. Yep. Yeah, I've been to Potato Creek a couple times. Mainly when I was a kid. A lot of good campgrounds up there. My aunt and uncle go up there quite a bit. They've got a trailer they take a lot. You taking a trailer, or you just rough and tumbling by with tents and whatnot? Oh, also completely unrelated. I think Dungeon Meshi the anime is finished for now. I think they're going to be doing another season later. And I don't like Izutsumi. Tense. That's always fun. Well, fun for others. I've never really been camping. I did it like once as a kid, but everything went wrong. Gasping. Izutsumi is a misbehaving, ungrateful, picky brat. And I'm hoping they give her a character arc so that changes and she just becomes a brash straight man, pretty much the way Chilchuck is. However, she's now had two episodes that were mostly all about her, and she's just a little snot nosed brat. And I thought, oh, okay, maybe she's gathered this personality because, she was effectively a slave back in the East. But now they've shown footage of her in backflashes in the East, and they actually treated her pretty well, all things considered. Just asking her to do regular chores, and she still threw up her nose at it and was picky about everything. I don't get it. It does not seem like the position she'd be in, and I don't think she's an acquired taste because fucking Twitter's going nuts over her. Basically, ever since the last episode came out, Laos, Dungeon Meshi, or Izutsumi has been trending on Twitter every day, and people are going fucking nuts over her. I'm hoping that they give her something of an arc because if she just keeps being like this, it's just going to be annoying, at least to me. I did like the frame where Marcial used healing magic on her to fix her broken arm, and then afterwards she curled into a little ball and said, "It hurt worse than when my arm got broken in the first place." That is so far the best moment from her so far. Mr. Dockery, Mr. Devon, Mr. Geddes, Mr. Hobbs, Mrs. Swan. Interesting how they have little subtitles for all of the characters here. I don't even remember meeting all these people. You say listen. Say what you want to say, Moon. I'll listen. She's the product of cat girls being realistically portrayed. The thing is, though, is she isn't a cat girl. Her soul got merged with a beast's soul at some point in her life. She's just a regular person. You couldn't get a cat to do chores or followers. No, you couldn't. If that's what they're going for, fine, but it's not very fun to watch. I've got the first two volumes of Dungeon Meshi coming in the mail, and I'll read through them, and then I'll probably order the rest of them because I don't want to wait for more anime to come out. She's more cat than girl. I don't know, maybe. You give him a voice and an understanding of magic and stuff, and I don't know. I guess you could argue that Phaline's more chimera than human at this point. but I'm still under the impression that Phaline's being controlled. I read them online. Yeah. Well, I've got some physical copies coming in the mail. One, I wanted official translations, and two, I figured, A, if I like the series, so I might as well just get physical copies. I'm always thinking ahead on shit. I think what I'm gonna get Justin for Christmas next year is probably a physical copy of why am I blank? Of Berserk. He loves Berserk. If they've got it, it's not done, so maybe they don't have physical copies out for it. I have to check. Let the circle be unbroken by and by and by. It feels like they're done showing us scenes. I did really like the scene where they're all in the sauna cave, and they are all, getting naked because they're in a sauna. As Izumi takes off her clothes, it's like it's not like anyone's gonna be turned on seeing a beastman naked, and just Laos is being tackled down, having a blindfold put on him in the corner, and all I can say is, just tell me how many nipples she has. Just tell me where the nail connects to the tail connects to the tailbone. Come on. And I saw a bunch of people online being like, what a freak. And I'm like, come on, guys. Would you have expected anything else from Laos at this point? He loves monsters. She's the most interesting thing he could have possibly encountered. I mean, fucking, even when I played The Witcher and they had the bestiary with all the information about the various monsters in it, all I could think the whole time was like, please give me more. Let me buy a physical copy of the bestiary and give me way more detail on all of the creatures. Tell me how they reproduce. Tell me what they eat. Tell me how they live. Tell me what they do during different seasons. Do they hibernate? Like, I'd love to know all that stuff. I guess one could say I'm a kindred spirit with Laos in that respect. But I like Laos in general, so. I think, frankly, that's one of the things that keeps me interested in Dungeon Meshi and makes me like it as much as I do, is that I like all of the characters. There isn't a character so far that I dislike. Izutsumi's there-ish, but I can tolerate her. I think we're coming up on the end here. Well, frankly, the more detail you give about a world, or at least as long as it's not detail that that crosses over other details, then really the more fleshed out the world is. Now, a mistake that some writers make is they start their world and then immediately just dump far too much information all at once. And that's a mistake. You want to give detail gradually as you go along. If you dump it all at once, then it's clear that, hey, yeah, you wanted to build a world, but you got to have some interesting characters in it because a world is fueled by the events that occur. And events that occur only matter if there's characters that you care about dealing with those events. Yes. Welcome to your TED Talk for today. And a character doesn't always have to be relatable, but if a character should be understandable, their motivation should make sense. Or if they don't make sense, you should understand why they don't make sense. For instance, take the Joker or several of the villains in Marvel and DC. A lot of them, their motivations don't quite make sense, but we have an excuse that many of them are clinically insane. And therefore, we know that their motivations can have an inkling, a seed of reason, and then they can just build from there because it's fun or because they enjoy the chaos of it all. And you can draw it that way. See, I told you I like to talk. RE4 Remake is will it be more talking? I'll have more to say, because there's a lot more direct action, but it will also be me getting my ass kicked. Okay. Stole. These are the exact outfits that they're wearing uh when Red Dead 1 starts. That's exactly what she's wearing. That's exactly how her hair is done. And this is exactly what John's wearing. No, there's not more game. At least I'm pretty sure there's no more missions. This is where I stopped last time. So if there were anything else, I probably would have known. Now there's just a little conversation. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yep, that is the end. We have reached the end of Dare Epilogue. All right. Well, Moon, do you think I should just end stream here, or do you think I should close down stream and just come back and read the first part of the Shadow of Innsmouth or something like that? Just a chill little like 20-ish minute thing. Yep. I was hoping you'd fall over. Gotta head out. Thank you for streaming, hanging out. No problem. Have a good one, Moon. I think I will end stream there. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Enjoy the lovely weather outside if you're into the heat. And yeah, that's about it.